What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Here to bring you a video discussing why the Lakers must get D'Angelo Russell to accept this player option this offseason. Let's get into it, guys. So, D'Angelo Russell to me is the key piece for the Lakers becoming top contenders once again. As you all know, this year was up and down. His whole tenure, the first tenure and this tenure with the Lakers were up and down. The one with Kobe back in the day and the one now with LeBron wasn't the greatest. Wasn't terrible, but wasn't the greatest either. But this season, this off season, D'Angelo Russell has a big decision. Last time we've seen sources talk about it, which was after the game, was a game three debacle where everything was a mess. He played terrible. He was on his phone on the sideline. I think it was game three. Right after the game ended, it came out saying Russell will most likely decline his player option, which is for I believe 18.7 million, and he will test for agency. I think the Lakers has to get him to switch that. I think Russell, and it's pros and cons to which I'm gonna get into now, but Russell is probably their biggest trade piece. He's an average point guard. Good floor general. When he's on, he's on. When he's off, he's way off. But we do know now, dang near probably guarantee now, is set in stone that he is not a starting floor general for your contending team. He's just not consistent enough, night in and night out. So I do have two landing spots for him if he does go to free agency, and that's the Spurs and Orlando Magic. I don't know if the Orlando Magic want him though. He fits what they have going on. Veteran floor general fits what they have, but at the same time, they don't really need him. I think they need a true superstar like a Paul George or more of a scorer. I don't know if um, Russell is the best fit for them. Then the Spurs to me make a lot of sense. I mentioned that in my Trae Young video with the Spurs a couple of weeks ago when I did a video saying the Spurs weren't interested in Greg Pop and the Spurs weren't interested in pairing Trae Young with Wemby. I said it during that video then that Russell is a good fit there, so that makes sense to me. Floor general, um, you know, get the ball to Wemby, take threes, floaters, all that stuff. He's an overall good guy. He isn't a two-way player like DeJounte Murray is, but I think he's a good alternative option to DeJounte Murray if they don't bring him back to San Antonio. But staying back on track with the Lakers, as far as the pros and cons to it, to Russell keeping his as far as the pros and cons to Russell accepting his player option, pro is he gets 18.7 million. Obviously that's the biggest thing because for me, honestly, I don't know what Russell's market is. As I said before, I only have two teams for him. I could be wrong, could be more, but I don't know that many teams that would want Russell after seeing his recent exploits with the Lakers. Maybe the Nets you can throw in there as well. They might try to bring him back. I guess Russell's on a reunion tour, came back to the Lakers. He was a Brooklyn Net a couple years ago. They might try to pair him up with Mikal Bridges and try to see if that works, which it probably won't. If they do, if they do go there, excuse me, if they do go that route. But most likely, I like Russell either a part of a trade or going to the Spurs. The Nets will be probably blow it up by next summer or by the trade deadline. And the Magic, I don't really love the fit. Could be someone out there, another team. So let me know in the comment section down below. But I don't really have too many options for Russell. So if he does opt out, I don't know if he get $18.7 million per season. He might get $18.7 million over 2 or over 3 years, but I don't know if he gets that for one season. So that's my biggest pro about getting the money, 18.7 million for Russell. Now on to a con of him accepting the player option. Obviously, he's gonna be traded, probably a guarantee, and he won't control where he goes. So that's the biggest con for me, in my opinion. If I'm D'Angelo Russell, I'm gonna spend 1 year somewhere I might not want to be. And if for this video, it's gonna be in Chicago. Because for me personally, I did a prediction last year or last summer. I'm gonna do the same thing now. I don't think the Lakers get Trae Young. I don't think they get Donovan Mitchell. I don't think they get DeJounte Murray. I think the Lakers get Zach LaVine, and you can kind of buy low on him. You don't really have to break the bank as far as assets go to really get Zach LaVine. Older, but pushing 30 now, if not already 30. A lot of injuries. He's not the best case scenario for the Lakers, realistic option in my personal opinion. So I think Zach LaVine goes to the Lakers. probably for Jared Vanderbilt, D'Angelo Russell, and either Gabe Vincent or the rookie they drafted this past season, Sharafino, whatever his name is, the rookie. They should have took someone. I forgot who they should have took, but he was what's the kid from Houston, the high flyer from Houston. I think he was a guy that they should have got instead of him. But it is what it is. Too late for all that now. But I do really think that Levine is the cheapest option between Trey Young and all those other options. So I'm really thinking Zach Levine goes there, Trey goes somewhere else, and Murray maybe stays along with whatever comes back with Trey Young, or he maybe goes to my Brooklyn Nets. Not my Brooklyn Nets, but I did a video of him going to the Brooklyn Nets uh, at the trade deadline. I thought he was going to be moved. Never believed in Murray to the Lakers. Never believed that hype. I thought him and the Nets going with Mikal Bridges made sense. We might see that even happen this off season. So, but I think the Lakers want to keep Austin Reeves, and if D'Angelo Russell does what's best for him and wants to spurn the Lakers and spurn LeBron and all that stuff, he could do that. I could see a world where he takes less money, knowingly take less money going to free agency just to spurn the Lakers. The spurn the Lakers, LeBron, all those guys. So we'll see. But like I said, if it's about long-term investment, money, all that stuff, I don't know if Russell gets 18 a year again. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't know what team gives him that. I don't think the market will be that great for him. So it's all up to him. Depends on what he wants to do. But for me personally, um, I say opt in, spend one more year somewhere you don't want to be. It won't be LA unless the Clippers or some on a crazy 3-team trade. But he's gonna be traded. As soon as he opt in, he's gonna be traded. Guarantee he's gonna be moving on for somebody. He's gonna be traded for one, and the only 1 year left on his deal. Be a professional, get the bread, 18.7 million. Then prove yourself next season in 2025, wherever you at. Put up good numbers, play consistent. Don't have any bad showings like how you did with the Lakers at the very end, not being a good teammate on the phone, the sideline, all that stuff. Don't do that. Obviously, be a good teammate, all that stuff. So improve, have a great year, then get your money. Try to get another multi-year deal on a contender or wherever you want to go to. Get some good money in 2026 off season. So that's my take on Russell. But the Lakers absolutely need him because if they don't, excuse me, if Russell doesn't opt in, they might have to trade Reeves. And for me personally, how the team is built, Reeves has to stay because Reeves is that alternative option that gives Bron a rest right now. Currently, he had an up and down year, wasn't the best year, but he was okay. He had a better year the year prior, in my opinion, but kind of looked uncomfortable after getting his money. Wasn't really that consistent. He had good moments though. Don't get me wrong, but he wasn't as good as he was the year prior. But Rui can definitely go. He can be a part of a trade, but Reeves is the one to me that has to stay with whoever comes in with the Russell trade. Or if Russell does opt out and spurns the Lakers, you trade Rui, Vanderbilt, all those other guys, Gabe Vincent, and bring and picks, and then bring a Levine, a Mitchell, one of those guys in. But I think Reeves he has to stay. Not the best defender, as we saw on that Jamal Murray score to end their season, and whoever they bring in, even if they bring in DeJounte Murray to pair with those guys, Murray didn't have the best year on defense either, But as he said himself, I think he responded to a fan on social media that he hasn't had a good defensive year this year because he's more focused on offense, trying to score, help his team score, help his team get buckets and all that stuff. He won't need that with the Lakers, so he can go back to his balanced ways. But if DeJounte Murray from this year shows up to the Lakers, if he is traded there, there's no defense coming. There's still no defense coming. So that's gonna be the bad part about it too. So whatever they bring in, if their name isn't Murray, will have no defense. Donovan Mitchell doesn't play defense. Trey Young is a defensive liability. Zach Levine, not really. Even I like DeMar DeRozan too as a way off option. He is older, still can ball, still plays well. He'd be a good fit in my opinion also. But who's gonna play the point? Reeves, Braun, So I wouldn't, but defensively still it wouldn't be the greatest fit but no one they have on my radar, which I might be off, but no one they have on my trade radar they will bring in to be a plus defender. I don't see unless it's Murray. If like I said, but what we've seen from Murray this past season, he can definitely ball out offensively, but the defense left him. The numbers drop down kind of every category. So we'll see. We'll see how everything goes, man. But the Lakers absolutely need D'Angelo Russell to play ball and opt into that contract. If he doesn't, they are going to have to give up one of their big dogs in Reeves. And I prefer for them as a non-Lakers fan. I think they're better off with Reeves than without. But we'll see what happens, guys. That's it for the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.